Wait. Wait. Hey, hey. Rest. Ah, umeingia. Sasa umeingia. Kristo anakuja hapa. Hey!
Francis Kimanzi, who is here. We talked earlier about the youngsters and all that. It's been a very difficult game. What's your assessment of it?
Oh, a good game. It was a very good game, I think, because also the opponents were also very aggressive, play also good football. They also attack with a lot of speed. So I think it was a good game. Just a moment of concentration, because there was a time that we had it completely. But that is football sometimes, and you can make some mistakes like you saw towards the end.
Well, they're thinking that your team in the second half started the tempo very low, and ultimately they decided to play defense, you know, to try and cover what they had. Is this how the game went for you?
It's difficult to take it from that point, because first of all you have to look at the standing results, and then you have to try and see if you can find out what have they brought in the second half. But then sometimes before you adapt to the new attacking strategy of the opponent, maybe you concede, maybe you are lucky sometimes. I think we were a few moments we were already lucky in the the second half, and yeah, I think concentration was the key. But all in all, I think a good game. Very few things to adjust from my team for the next match.
I agree, a very good game. Is this the kind of game you would say and concede defeat and say they were a better team?
Now, if you look at the number of goals in this game, at least also for you, even if you lose the game, of course you always want to win, but I think it was very entertaining, because people want to be entertained, and we have to do that. So yeah, you lose the 3 points, but you see there is lots of room to improve.
Did the rain change how you were playing?
No. We can't say that there was that. The pitch is playable, but sometimes when it is a little bit slippery, that even makes the game even more interesting because of the tempo of the game. The only major thing that happened to us is such an injury. When you lose your dependable player, then you have to change a lot, and that change already. You have to bring and surprise some players in new positions. So that was, I think, the turning point of our game.
I might as well just ask you, what happened to David Wino? Do we know exactly what he was suffering from? He took one swing of the ball and something seemed to have gone wrong.
No, I think it was from the nasty tackle that he received. No, I think that was a sending off, because from that point, no intention of the ball, and it was an attack from behind. But I think he could not manage to handle that pain, especially when it is back pain. But then we just wait to see and hear from the doctor's report. But that change really destabilized everything.
Coach, just one last question. You came from wins, you came to a draw, and now to a loss. When people will be analyzing, they'll think it's a downward trajectory. You as the manager of the club, how do you break this to your team, and how do you bounce back?
No, I think you always have to work to win, and if you are scoring goals, that is closer to winning. So I think we have some corrections to make, and it will be made in the next game.
Thank you very much, Coach, and good luck in your next game. Always pushing to try and score. I've got the coach Kitambi here with me, and I could see him from the commentary booth how animated he was. Coach, you must be a very happy person.
I'm still trying to catch my breath back, man. What an entertaining game. What an entertaining game, obviously. Great fighting spirit from the boys. I mean, we considered, we literally gave the goals to Mathare. They didn't create any chance, and to fight back from 3-1 down, that's a massive fighting spirit.
You have the strikers who are scoring the goals, but you have the defenders who are giving the gifts. Now, do you blame the defenders or do you congratulate the strikers?
Well, obviously, I as a coach have to take the blame for the goals that we consider. But I encourage my players to play out from the back. These are things that will happen. We'll have to get back on the training ground and work on it. But great fighting spirit.
Now, this one you have to tell me in person. Was this planned or did Marvin just chance on that ball?
He's a fantastic boy, mate. A fantastic boy. And what a fantastic goal. I mean, he's an incredible talent. But one thing I told my boys at halftime, I said, listen, I still believe we still got 2 goals in there. I believe we still got 2 goals in there. And the spirit that they came out with was just fantastic.
I'm just worried about the short passes from the defenses because all the goals came from those short passes. What are you going to do to change this?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, we have to say, listen, as much as I would love us to play out from the back and it looks pretty on TV and so on, there are times whereby we need to clear that ball. Wanasema kwa Kiswahili, beki asifiwi.